Imagine graduating from college, ready to go to the job that you've been working so hard for, only to be thinking about the $30,000 of student loan that you still have. For millions of students in the US, this isn't just a worry, but a sad reality. Most of us in this room either already have student loans, will soon have them, or know somebody who is struggling with them. As a student myself, I've seen how overwhelmingly it can be, and after researching this topic, I've learned how serious and widespread this issue really is. Today, I want to discuss about student loan debt crisis, why it matters, how it's caused, and what we can do to fix it. The student loan debt crisis affects nearly every part of a young adult's life. Right now, the U.S. has over $1.7 trillion in student loan debt. The average student graduates around $30,000 in loan, and many owe far more. This financial pressure follows people into their 20s and 30s. It delays major life goals like buying a car or buying a house or even feeling financially stable. But the impact isn't just financial, it's emotional as well. Many students feel stressed, anxious, or even embarrassed about their debt. Some feel like they'll never really be out of debt. Students feel stressed and anxious or even embarrassed about their debt. Some feel they'll never be able to catch up. When debt hangs over you for years, it affects your mental health and your future plans. And this affects individuals. It affects the whole economy. When young adults delay buying homes, starting families, or building savings accounts, the effects ripple out for years. To understand how to fix this crisis, we need to understand what's causing it. One major cause in rising tuition is the costs have increased much faster than wages or inflation. Decades ago, many students could pay for school with part-time jobs. In rising tuition is the increase that the costs have far much past wages and inflation. So back then, people could pay off their student loans by having a part-time job. But even a part-time job now does not help, not even a little, with tuition. High interest rates also make this problem even worse. If someone is borrowing $20,000, interest can make them pay $30,000 or more by the time they're finished. Some repayment plans stretch so long that people are paying off loans well into their 40s and 50s, and it's probably not even their loans, it's probably just the interest rate that they're paying for. The good news is there are real and practical solutions, ones that can reduce how much students borrow and how much they can remain in their debt. The first solution is better financial education. Colleges can require short workshops that explain interest, borrowing, and repayments. When students truly understand what they're signing, they're more likely to borrow responsibly and choose the better repayment plan. Another solution is reforming interest rates can make a huge difference. Lowering rates or even removing interest for certain income levels would prevent debts from growing so quickly. It would also make repayments more manageable. We can also improve loan forgiveness programs. Many students qualify for forgiveness but don't know how it works or get lost in the confusion of the requirements. Making the process simpler and more accessible would help thousands of borrowers. Finally, universities can help by adopting cost-saving measures like offering free or low-cost textbooks, reducing unnecessary fees, or creating more affordable program options. The student loan crisis isn't just a financial issue. It's a personal one that is affecting our futures, our stress levels, and our opportunities. We talked about how serious the problem is and what's causing it and the solutions that can actually help make a difference. Student debt has become a heavy burden for millions of students, but it doesn't have to stay that way. With better financial education, smarter loan policies, and more affordable paths to college, we can create a system that supports students instead of trapping them into debt. So, my final message is take time to understand your financial choices, advocate for choice changes in the education system, and don't be afraid to speak up about the issue. If we work together towards these solutions, together we can build a future where students graduate with possibilities and not payments. Thank you and have a nice day.